Hello Taurus and Taurus Rising, welcome to my esoteric channel. My name is Kat and this is your November reading. Before I start, I would like to thank you all, to all my subscribers and everybody who offered feedback and also for your great support. I really appreciate it, so thank you very much. Well Taurus, I really like what I see for you in the month of November. The story here is, it's quite clear. The message is clear. I think what's happening with you, and please keep in mind these are general readings, so it might resonate with some of you but not all of you. But so what I see here is that you're moving on, and this could be on any level, because at the center of your reading you have the Chariot, which is a card of victory or some victories that are on horizons. But what it means is that you just been through some battles or even a war. There was something that required great force. You can even see it in your past. You have this Ace of Swords, which is a card of great force, great energy required. It also might mean that there was some truth revealed to you in the past. So this is anytime October or even earlier than that. And because of that, because you discovered something, or you learned or you found out about something that made you think or made you wanted to change your situation. And in the month of November, it's showing that I think you actually achieved this, because you have this victorious energy at the core of your reading. It also might mean that if we're talking people, there might be a Cancer person who would be somewhat significant for you in the month of November. But if we're not talking people, it's just this energy of somebody who worked hard, and there was some strategy behind it, required some thinking, and you bettered your situation, you moved on. Another message, this just might mean that maybe there is a move in the cards for you, so to speak. So this could either be traveling, or a Chariot actually means a move from A to B. So whether this is physical, that you're changing where you live, you're moving your residence, or you're traveling, or you're just changing and shifting something in a relationship or in a work relationship. So there is this great change and victory associated with it. And the confirming energy, you have this very grounded, very business-like energy. It's great for anything mathematical, so anything to do with business, commerce, even science. You have King of Pentacles. That could also be a person of a earth sign like you, so another Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. But if it's not a person, it's just this energy that's very grounded, and that actually is helping you to, I think this change maybe might have happened already in the past, and maybe in November you're just settling down, you're reorganizing something, and because you moved on already. But there's this sense of you're a winner. Whether there was a conflict or not, or there was just a need to change something, you managed to do it, and you're settling down, and you actually moving towards in your future you have success. So this is, I like this very much for you, Taurus. This means success, generosity. It's very good for business and commerce, and there's definitely some money coming to you for either a job well done, or because you improved your situation. So maybe you got a better job, maybe you moved to a better place, maybe you reorganize your finances. This is also good for investments. So there's this sense of improving also your finances going into the future. So that is very nice message here, I think. Another thing, it could mean that so you might be receiving money, but because there is this sense of charity associated with this, maybe you will be giving money away, but not necessarily as as a bill that you have to pay for something. If you are giving away money, it is because you have it and you want to give it. So maybe you will be supporting somebody. So as I said, this can work both ways. So it's either you're receiving money or you're giving money to somebody, but because you want to give it. So, and the way you will feel in the month of November, I think it's very nice. You have this card of happiness and contentment and maybe great family life or, you know, social life. So there's this overall sense of happiness. And then in your subconscious, it seems like you're working on few things all at once. So there is this, the message is that maybe to narrow it down, you might be somewhat scattered. Maybe, as I said, there was this great energy required of you to accomplish something, you managed, but then you're also pushing yourself maybe to do more. So maybe narrow it down. So try to focus. That's the message. Try to focus. Also with the Chariot, I said I was talking about moving, but another thing it could mean travel. So if you are planning any vacations or if there is a chance for you to travel, go, because this will be very good for you. There actually might be travel for work because you have that King of Pentacles crossing you. So travel for business, and in this case it would prove quite lucrative because then you have this card of success coming into, you know, your future. So that might work out that way as well. The way other people see you, you have the devil in reverse, which I'm very glad to see that it's in reverse, because it seems like you are getting rid of some shackles, or if you had any attachments that were not all that positive, if there were any dependent relationships that were not good for you, even addictions or anything like that, this in reverse, this is a good omen. It's a good sign you're moving on. That's why I think that maybe there was this great need to change something. You managed to do it and you're moving on, and even people notice it about you. There is this change that people will recognize that you no longer want to deal with anything negative. You're moving on. So that's great. And in your environment, you have 5 of Pentacles, and that's in reverse, which I'm very glad to see. It's in reverse. It's normally, if it's upright, it's a card of poverty. So maybe in your environment, especially in the past, maybe you were not, you had this sense of or lack of abundance. There was maybe even problems in the relationships. It could be maybe love triangle or something like that. But because now it's in reverse, your environment is changing for the better. So there is overall improvement. And again, that's only confirming the fact that you're moving towards success and some material gain. And so, of course, that will show in your environment as well. Or if you physically move, maybe you move to a better place. If you reorganize your finances, that will, this sense of lack or poverty is changing. There is this more of a sense of abundance, and then what you're hoping for is, which is a very nice card to have for your in your hopes position. You have 2 of Swords, which is a card of harmony. So even if we're talking relationships, and if you had any difficulties in a relationship in the past, this is your way of thinking is very positive. You do want to restore harmony. You want balance in relationships. You are open to affection and intimacy, which is that's how it should be, because you should always try to see the glass half full as opposed to half empty. So I'm very glad to see this for you, Taurus. And then the overall outcome for the reading for the month of November for you, you have the moon, but you have it in reverse. And again, this is a better version of this card to be in reverse. If it was upright, it would still might signal some difficulties in relationships, or perhaps deceptions, errors, maybe some, people acting wishy-washy, maybe even enemies. But because you have it reverse, that tells me that you are, together with the devil in reverse, you are recognizing a possible mistake before it actually happens, before the damage is done. You're reversing something negative, and you're getting out of this, because I see there was some darkness, because you have that devil still here, but it's in reverse. So, and as the gypsy, they say, there's this great saying in that gypsies say, that the moon, for the moon, that the darkest hour is one just before the sunrise. So I think how appropriate for you now that you have the moon in reverse. I think you really, this tells me that you're there's something changed for you, and you're moving on towards better future, and definitely improvement in finances and overall happiness. You are in a good state of mind. You have this sense of contentment. You want harmony and balance and affection. One thing to say, that you have this outside energy that's influencing you, that you cannot change. You have the judgment in reverse, and this is delays. So this is some setbacks or some delays. This could be some legal entanglements. So again, I think that would tie in with this great force or energy needed, or great effort on your part to change something. So this could also mean divorce for those of you who are just coming out of a dependable relationship that wasn't really good for you. So overall, I think it ties in very well, and I think you will like the month of November, Taurus, because it really shows that you should feel happy and content, and there should be this sense of victory, and the sense that you achieved something, you're moving on, and you made your situation better, and going into the future there is success for you. So I'm glad to report that. So please let me know the feedback, how it goes for you, and I wish you a nice November, and I'll talk to you next month.